What's up? What's up? Welcome to the Melanated Air After Show with your girl, Keisha Ravenell. I am the owner of We Inspire brand, where I talk everything Black love and relationships, Black mental health, and starting your Black-owned business. So if you didn't know by now, I am a part of a show, Melanated Air, which airs every Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern on our YouTube channel. And I do the show with lovely ladies, four lovely ladies, LaNée Javet, Teddy Ewing, Madam President, and Faye Bishop. So after each show, I'm going to be doing an after show. And I'm going to be touching on some points that we discussed in the show. I'm going to be elaborating on some points. So today we discussed quitting your job, right? So is your job a joke? And how to make that career change. So for me, you all know that I am a full-time entrepreneur now. And I did leave my job back in September. And the job that I actually left was career development. So I oversaw the career development department. I was the associate director of career development at a New York City college. So this topic actually brought me back to my roots. I spent 10 years in career development. I actually got my master's degree in industrial organizational psychology. And part of that is training and development. So as a career, I chose career development. So I do have a lot of experience and knowledge and skills when it comes to career changes, when it comes to identifying your career, when it comes to resume and cover letter building. Please don't hit me up asking me to do your resume. I don't do that anymore. I left that industry and now I'm all about helping you start your t-shirt business and running my own t-shirt business. So I don't do resumes anymore, but I could point you in the right direction if you do need, your resume done. So we touched on 3 keys to a successful career change. So the first key, which was something that I brought to the table, is you must understand your industry and how you fit into it. So don't just pick a job just based on or a career because you heard that you can make a lot of money. You have to make sure it is the right fit for you. You have to make sure it's a passion of yours because this is something that you're going to be doing every single day. So make sure you love it, right? So you have to do your research on this career. You could do your research by going to LinkedIn and finding articles on the career. You can, go, of course, Google, right? Google, I feel like, is everyone's internet best friend. And Google the career and find different articles on the expectations, right? Like, what does this career expect? Some careers, they want you to have a bachelor's degree. Some careers, they want you to have a master's degree. Some careers, they may want you to have a bachelor's degree, but in that specific industry, so you have to make sure, what this career entails. What are they looking for? You may not have to go back to school and get an advanced degree. You may just need a certification, or you may just need skills and experience. So there's something called transferable skills. And what transferable skills are is you have the skills that you obtain from your current career, and now you can transfer that to your new career. So like things like excellent communication, right? Leadership, teamwork, like those are like cliche, right? But those are transferable skills that you can transfer from one career to the next. So make sure you, like I said, do your research. Make sure you know what you are getting into and what is required of you when you are entering this new career. Another thing is that employers don't care about what you want. They care about what you can bring to the table. So when you are applying for these jobs on your resume, make sure you're telling them what you can bring to the table. When you're going on interviews, make sure you're telling them how you can contribute to the growth and success of the organization. So like all of these things go into having a successful career change or even entering into a career. So that was number one. Now, Teddy brought up her key, which was know your worth and know your value. It is super, super important to know what you bring to the table, right? So like if you don't know what you bring to the table, if you don't know your value, then if you don't have that confidence, then it's going to be easy for someone to reject you because it's like, well, you can't communicate your value. Like, so it's one thing to know your worth and value, but you also have to know how to communicate it. So they may reject you because you don't know how to communicate it, even though you have the skills, you have the experience. So you don't want that, right? In addition, having that confidence. So I told a story about my brother on the show where he always goes for these jobs where he needs a bachelor's degree and he doesn't have a bachelor's degree. So I'm just like, okay, so why are you going for that job? And he's just like, well, I know I could do the job, so I'm gonna go do it. And it's in his industry. He has a lot of experience. So he goes for these jobs and he gets it. And I'm like, some people are so like strict when it comes to having your degree and like all of these things. And for him, he goes in there, he gets it, he communicates his value, he's confident in what he can do and bring to the table. And like I said, he communicates that, right? Like he's just like, look, I know I could do the job. Now, I'm not telling you that if you have no skills, no experience, no degree, go for that like CEO or management position, right? You have to start somewhere. But if and you can show that you can bring these things to the table, then go for it, and have that confidence and be able to communicate it. Now, another point or another key, which was brought up by LaNée, is you have to know what you desire. So what do you want? And I know I said earlier, employers don't care about what you want. They care about what you can bring to the table, but you should know what you want, right? So, and you should know what you deserve. And that goes back into knowing your worth. So what is the salary you desire? What type of work environment do you desire? What type of benefits do you desire? Because I tell you, like, some people just focus on the salary, they don't focus on the benefits. And then they get into a job and they're actually, not receiving as much money as they thought they would because they have to come more out of pocket for things like healthcare. So make sure you are, looking into those things as well, because that is extremely important. The environment, what type of environment do you want to be in? Is it an environment where you can have your own office? Is it a more like lax environment where you can dress the way you want to dress and you don't have to dress up in a suit and tie every day? So think about like all of these things, right? Like what type of lifestyle do you want when you are working? Now, I'm not going to say that everything is going to be perfect, right? You may come across the perfect employment opportunity that you absolutely love, 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 and you have to work 9 to 5, but you really want to work 12 to 8, so you're gonna have to give a little bit, you're gonna have to sacrifice a little bit. And that goes for employees, people that have jobs, that goes for entrepreneurs as well. Like anywhere in life, you're gonna have to give a little bit. It's not gonna be exactly the way you want it all the time. So keep that in mind as well. Now, I do want to talk a little bit about the culture and the time that we're living in, where everyone is just like, quit your job, become a full-time entrepreneur. And it's just like, you don't have to do that, right? Like you may actually love your job or love your industry. And it's a misconception that you need to quit your job in order to be successful. It's a misconception that you need to quit your job and become a full-time entrepreneur in order to have a lot of money or have financial freedom. financial freedom comes when you have multiple streams of income. So for me, I started, my side hustle, my t-shirt business, when I was a full-time employee. Like, I was working full-time 9 to 5. And I was just like, well, I want a way to make extra money. So, and of course, like with my t-shirt business, it's not just about like making money, it's about empowering and inspiring the Black community. But starting a business was like, I was like, okay, I need a way to make some extra money in addition to the money that I'm getting now. So don't feel pressured into leaving your job just because you feel like you're not going to be financially successful. So, don't listen to the internet when they're telling you, you got to do this and you got to do that. Like, make sure you're making the right decision for you, for your family, for your job, for your business. Okay. So that is all that I have to say as far as the after show. I gave y'all a little rundown, and I added a little bit of my 2 cents here and there, maybe some stuff that I didn't get to say on the show. But you can follow me at We Inspire Brand. If you are interested in my apparel, you can go to www.weinspiretees.com, and that is TEES. And once again, I am Keisha Ravenell, and I help new and aspiring t-shirt business owners build their t-shirt business in order to make an extra stream of income. So I will catch you at the next after show. Bye.